I wanted to share the activity of the week for the Fine Motor Center, and today we are going to be working on pre-scissor skills. So if we think of pre-scissor skills, we're looking at anything that kind of works on that pinching motion, that squeezing, building up strength of the fingers. One thing that's very helpful is medicine droppers. So the activity that I was thinking and that we're going to do this week is using, I have just a little bowl filled, this is just one of the cereal containers that was saved, and I have that filled with water, and I'm going to set that down on the table and have the students fill their water. So we'll teach them to kind of squeeze, put their dropper in, let go and lift their dropper up, and then squeeze into a cup, and we'll see if we can work on filling our cup. So you can teach those skills, full and empty, working again just on building that strength. Another thing you can do is have coffee filters, and you could have water with a little bit of paint mixed into it, and then you can have them drop the water onto the coffee filters just to make some different art. Then you could turn it into a butterfly. I've seen that's a neat thing on Pinterest right now. Another thing that's really good for pre-scissor skills is hole punching. So they don't really have to follow a line, but if you just get a regular old-fashioned single hole punch and have them just you could make a big bookmark with strips of paper, and then they could poke holes into the bookmark. You can work a little bit on those visual motor skills if students are a little bit more capable or advanced. You could actually draw a line on a strip of paper, and then you could have them poke holes on that line, or you could have a cutout of the letter. So like if you had a cutout of the letter S, you can draw a line in the middle of that and have them follow along that line. So really I'm just kind of looking for anything that's really building that strength and working on that repetitive motion, because if you think about scissor skills, a lot of our kids can snip, but they don't necessarily have the endurance to snip through paper and cut, several circles out of a sample if they were cutting out pictures, and then they have to glue them on like a lot of our kids will be doing in kindergarten. When they first start, they don't have that endurance. So this is just building those fine motor skills so that they can build that endurance. Since we're going to be talking a lot about squeezing for the sensory activity of the day, or of the week I should say, you could do different things like, okay, we're going to squeeze our hands, or when you're transitioning again is a big time, so when you all get to the circle, give yourselves a big hug, squeeze. You could have them squeeze their own arms, so just to provide, a lot of our kiddos, as we know, really respond to that deep pressure. So there's another way that you can incorporate that squeezing concept into their sensory needs as well. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.